Hi, this is Karen Gaines, your nonprofit finance guide, and today I am going to talk about preparing your 1099s for 2025. In general, 1099s are tax documents provided by a business or organization that are sent to individuals in non-incorporated businesses in which money was paid for a tax year. This form is also sent to the IRS. It states the amount paid to the individual in non-incorporated business. The purpose of filing 1099s is so income is not underreported to the IRS. It's a way for the IRS to track payments made to individuals in non-incorporated businesses to ensure they are paying taxes on that income. It is the responsibility of the business or organization, whether they are for profit or not for profit, to send out 1099s to these individuals or non incorporated businesses. If an organization does not send out 1099s, it can face several penalties from the IRS. Penalties can range from $60 per 1099 form to $580 per 1099 form. 1099s are generally sent to individuals who are self-employed and are not traditional employees. These individuals are paid via cash, check, ACH. They provide a service. They're paid over $600 and they're not incorporated. Just when you're thinking of a 1099, individual, think of contract workers such as consultants, cleaning persons, or janitorial company, a person that does lawn care, attorney, an accountant, a maintenance person, anyone who provides a service and is paid for it. So putting together 1099s involves obtaining W-9s from each vendor. Determining if they should receive a 1099, adding up what was paid to them during the tax year, in which if you're working with an accounting software, it does that for you, and then sending out the 1099. In my opinion, the most time-consuming part of this whole process is just obtaining the W-9s. The W-9 is a form that provides information about the business and whether a 1099 should be sent or not. So here is a visual, or here's what a W-9 looks like. It's a place where they can, put their name, their business, tax classification, address, a social security number, or employer ID number, and then the vendor will sign it. Okay. Ideally, W-9 should be obtained when or before a vendor is paid, and very few entities do this. But when you get the W-9, like right when you're doing business with the vendor, the 1099 process is 100 times faster and easier. If you have not been doing this, then you should start obtaining the W-9s now, since 1099s are due to the IRS at the beginning of each year. You can, in order to obtain the W-9s, if you have not already done so, you can do one of two things. You can reach out to your accountant and have him or her assist you with this process, or you can do it on your own. If you're doing it on your own, the first thing you're going to want to do is create a list of your vendors in which you've paid for 2024, this current year, in the amount in which you've paid the vendor for this year via cash, check, or ACH. Okay, so once you have that whole list, you want to remove all the vendors that are incorporated. And these are generally, your large businesses, your large organizations. Most of them are incorporated. So remove all of your incorporated businesses. Remove any vendors in which you've paid them by credit card, Remove any vendors that you purchase an actual product for, because 1099s are for services, folks that have provided services for you, not folks who have sold products to you. Once you remove all of those vendors, you should be left with a list of vendors that provided a service, that paid you via cash, check, and ACH. All right. So once you have that list, and for most businesses, it becomes a very short list. But once you have that list, you want to obtain a W-9 from each of those vendors. When you get the W-9s back, see what was checked. Okay, so let's go back to the W-9 form. So once you receive this W-9 and they filled it out, the part you want to focus on is box 3. If they have checked individual, sole proprietor, or single member LLC, if they've checked this one, that means they are going to get a 1099. If they've checked any of these other boxes, they will not get a 1099. Okay, and so you just want to notate that on your list of that vendor should not receive a 1099, and ideally you should mark that in your accounting software so you're not reviewing this again next year when you're preparing for 1099s. Okay, so doing this exercise now, a few months before January, before 2025, if you do this right now, it's going to save you and your accountant a lot of time, because most accountants are very busy January, February, March time frame. All right, so if you have someone doing your books, you're working with an accountant, bring this up to them so you all can just get this process started. All right, so I hope this video was helpful for you. Let me know what you all think about this whole process. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're watching via YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.